All right, so here's my final thoughts on Abiotic Factor. I just beat the game, and I have some thoughts. Overall, I thought it was I give it like an A. And you know, my highest grade would be like an S tier. You know, things that are like an S tier, maybe like Valheim, things like that. But I would give Abiotic Factor like a solid A. I thought it was very good. I like the vibe of it. You know, you're a scientist in this underground research facility, and you know, it has a lot of lore behind it. Scientists were doing weird experiments. They're going into all these worlds and whatnot. And the facility is just massive. Like, it feels like you're discovering new stuff all the time, and you're discovering new areas, and it's fun. The enemies were fun. They were also a bit difficult, and it really required you to strategize a bit more. I feel like towards the end of the game, though, the enemies kind of became like more sponges, and I think the game was kind of forcing you into a co-op mode. You know, to play co-op with your friends, which I don't mind. I think co-op is important for these for survival crafting games to have. I think it's great, but yeah, I mostly play these games single player. So, you know, the co-op mode, or you know, forcing me to do co-op isn't something I'm a big fan of. But overall, I did like the mythology behind it and everything. It's deep, and it also has this mystery to it. Like, you go into this one world where, you know, there's a bunch of like pilgrim people, and you know, it's like, what's this world about? How did this world came to be? You know, it's really cool to go into those strange worlds and just you know, just go in those environments and look around, and just wonder how it came to be or whatever. I did like the crafting stuff. I didn't craft everything. I didn't craft every weapon. I only crafted the stuff that I thought was important, or stuff that I could. Like, I still haven't found digital ore yet, so I have to. There's still a lot more that I have to do. But overall, I'm gonna say it's very good. And if you're into the survival crafting genre, like, you know, Valheim, Minecraft, Power World, I think you should give it a try. I definitely think you should give it a try. It has a 90s vibe to it. That's actually one thing I liked about it, is that it has a Half-Life vibe to it. If you ever played the original Half-Life. And the visuals definitely give that off. Like, the visuals really do give off a good Half-Life vibe, and, you know, late 90s vibe. And, you know, even going back in, you could see, like, on a previous TikTok or YouTube short, but you could see, like, these old screensavers that were on the PCs, and they're on the PCs in this game, and they're not moving or anything, but it was really cool to see that, because the game takes place in, like, 1993, and I remember seeing those those screensavers in the 90s, and it just really brought me back. I'm 38 years old, so, you know, I remember that stuff. So I do kind of feel like, in a way, this game was like made for me in a way. But I do think that the survival crafting aspect of it was a neat little touch to it. Yeah, they weren't trying to be exactly like Half-Life. They were kind of going their own route with the survival crafting. But yeah, if it's, you know, if you guys have Steam or a PlayStation or an Xbox, you should definitely pick it up. Like, I liked it. Just get ready for a difficulty spike towards the end. Which is my only complaint. I feel like the weapons could have been better towards the end, especially if you're playing single player. I feel like they could have adjusted the difficulty a bit there, and especially the final boss. He was definitely made for a co-op playthrough. So if you do like co-op with your friends, this is definitely the best game for it, or this is definitely a good game for it. But yeah, overall, I give it a solid A. Just my opinion.